So the Miata is back in the garage and I'm doing another alignment on it, and I wanted to touch on a point that I didn't touch on in the last video a couple days ago that really helps. I'm obviously doing this in my garage with jack stands and a string and a ruler. And that one thing is, it's better if you loosen your tie rods before you start setting anything up, because it's going to save you a bunch. Unless you have someone sitting in the car to keep the steering wheel straight, you can never get it straight again. And the reason I say that is because with the string, you can't open the door, and it is not easy to make sure it's straight by looking at it from the front. And in my case, I have chrome tint, so I can't even see the steering wheel. So whenever you're down there cranking on that nut to get it loose to adjust the tie rods, that is going to slightly tweak the steering wheel. And like I said, I just did the alignment the other day and the steering wheel is even worse than it was to start with. So if you do that first, hop in, make sure the steering wheel is straight, and then set up your box, it's going to save you a million. It's going to save you so much time. You're not going to have to do it as much. It's probably going to be more accurate, more precise. Another thing that really helps if you're doing this super constantly, kind of like I am, if you remember the distance from your center cap to the string on each wheel, it'll help you set it up way quicker. In the video, I said that I usually start by doing 7 or 8 inches from the center cap to the string all the way around, but obviously the track width of any vehicle is not going to be the same. In my case, the back is wider because A, it's wide body, but B, that's just typically how cars are. Therefore, you'd have to adjust it evenly to make sure your car's centered in the box, and that's really difficult. In my case, 8 inches in the front and about right under 6.5 in the rear is a perfect box that the car sits in. So knowing that, I could just set it up straight up and just be done. Setup process is way less. You just write that down, remember it, put it in your phone or something, and that's going to save you a bunch of time. Doing that's going to save you a bunch of time. Trust me when I say this, I've done over 100 of these on this, the Civic, the Fox Body, and it saves a bunch of time. And I'm still learning ways that it's easier and better and faster to this day. And like I said, I've done over 100 of these. Just a little tip that I have. Anyways, I'm going to follow through with this alignment, as I just said. Hopefully it turns out good, and you guys can do it too at home.